like treating Bert like a person is they're like happy with that.
Yeah, no, not gonna lie, I had to hold myself back from, not him. Him I knew, look, he's a little, maybe ADHD at least.
Yeah.
I didn't find the need to make fun of him too much. His fans that showed up, I wanted to make so many autism jokes.
Yeah.
Because clearly they were all autistic.
Yeah, I never did send you that explaining the episode before the episode for last week.
Test.
How's mine?
Yeah, you're good. Actually. I'm a little low.
But
It's recorded, by the way, whenever.
cool. I feel like people could kind of figure it out. And like if I didn't do a good enough job interviewing him that you couldn't connect the dots
On what?
like what's going on with him, I figured whatever. But
like I said, he was what he was. But they were more that than he was even.
yeah, well, these are like terminally online people that like follow this, like, and that's what it's designed to court. I mean, it's not even people who have taken something meant for like regular consumption and decided to overconsume it. Like, it's presented in a way that's meant to be digested by those types of people. So, like, there were people that met at Bert's show, whatever, that like had been talking for years, but only knew each other through streams like Kick and Twitch and Discords and fucking any of these other ones that were, that we could probably be using effectively to grow the show. But it's just, there are so many and or whatever. I'm hoping our Lewis figures all that out. We got Lewis on it. They really loved him. It was just like, it's rare. It was an insight into Bert, spending the weekend with him. When you watch Fish Tank, and I assume you've digested a little more Fish Tank maybe since last episode?
Haven't had a chance,
Okay.
not yet.
Like, when you see it and you see how extreme it is, you can see, and I've known, and you see this in a lot of comedians. Our good friend Matt Baxter was very similar to this, where there's a fear of being alone. And I think Bert likes the streaming because then even when he's alone, he's not alone.
Yeah.
And I think that's why he liked the Fish Tank House, was because he got to be with a bunch of people. So when he stayed at a hostel, as weird as that seemed, I think he likes it a little bit. Like, there's a bunch of people around. He he spent all day, both days with us. Like, pretty much, like, he texted me on Friday morning. He texted, "I'm awake now." That was my, the first text from him on Friday.
That's
like,
funny.
adorable, like a kid getting out of bed. I'm up. So, we marched on over to whatever. Lewis just happened to live, they were basically right next to each other. It was fucking perfect. And so we went over to Lewis's, and Lewis got to, Lewis knows a little bit about that world of Kick and all those things. So he got to kind of have fun. But he just everyone became characters in this Burt world for the weekend. Like, Kennedy was Corn Girl. I was Keemstar. Everybody called me Keems because I look like that guy. I still never really looked in. He's a streamer of some nature. He doesn't. We don't look that far off. I get it.
Yeah.
But I don't know really what his content is. And that's not me trying to be like shade at a person. I just genuinely don't. I can't follow everybody. Josh, they hated Josh for a while, Thompson, but he had a bit of a redemption story, I think, for a bit. Like, he learned to scale back on his second day, and I think he became a little more likable again. And we really were trying to, we knew what the fans were and what they had enjoyed. So we were trying to create the atmosphere of that, again. We wanted, and I think the first day we did a better job of it. People were here till, let's not say, late.
Yeah.
And the energy stayed high, and it was like they were in Fish Tank. Bert was streaming. They were all whatever. They were saying hi to the people. There was a dance party going. There was whatever. It felt right.
Yeah.
The second day, it was a little hard pulling. Like it should have been a one-day event because it was hard to pull the same energy out of things twice.
I know what you're talking about.
It's the lesson I'm learning with this place overall is that most of these things could probably just be one-day things. And like logistics, you always want to get more out of it, but ultimately you get a better event if you just do one.
Yep.
So
I've done 2-night bachelor parties. The second night, you're just kind of hungover.
What fucking needs to hide something pig did 2 days of a bachelor party?
You know
Was
what?
It you?
I planned it. It wasn't my bachelor party, but
Okay.
like, I haven't had my bachelor party yet. But I planned it, and it was like, yeah, we got to do the strip clubs. We'll do that night too. The first night, let's just drink and have fun, right? We did. But that meant when we were at the strip club the next night, we were like, we don't want to be here. We're so hungover. It was like he was there, so he's shaking his head. It was like you're just dejected.
Well, yeah, because also like, how long did you need to be at the strip club for? What did you need, a 6-hour shift?
Oh no, we had like
just do both in one night.
I know. It was just the first night was a club night, so we were at Club Lux and we were smoking shisha and drinking. It was a lot of fun. Still one of my funnest nights.
I still feel as though that can end in strip club. Like they just go
Probably
there and end in strip club.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did. I don't know. We just
Anyways,
thought
all right.
next night is one funny thing I wanted to say about the Burt cast or whatever was the whole time you told me we have Burt from Fish Tank, based on our relationship and how much you're always telling me about bands, without research leading up to even seeing his fucking face here, in my head I go, we're interviewing a guy who's in a band.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought. And then when I got here,
a gay black schizophrenic guy.
I don't know. He's part of some metal band or something.
Sure.
I pictured him being screamo or something.
He's the lead singer of Faith No More.
Yeah, something. And then which I have no idea what you're talking about.
Sure.
5 minutes before we start recording, I pull out my phone and I type in Burt from Fish Tank, and then it starts coming in. And then I'm like, oh, this guy's not from a band.
No. Not even released.
And then you go, oh, do you know a little bit? And I go, I've been researching it today.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a guy famous for jacking off in front of a live audience.
I know that
regularly.
now.
Yeah. Birding off, they called it. By the way, I'm drinking this disgusting looking drink. We have black vodka here, and we wanted to experiment with how it would look like in an orange juice, thinking that I thought it might have like a dark and stormy type effect, and instead it looks like the water that like your paintbrushes were in.
Yes. After a successful painting.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that.
But it tastes fine.
If I was to give you guys a trial,
it
would be maybe cranberry juice, because it might make it darker red, and then you're looking at blood.
Oh yeah, all right, yeah. Not a bad idea. Bert wanted it. We only have orange juice because Bert drank nothing but orange juice all weekend. We had to just keep getting him things of orange juice.
Canada, she says it like he drank a lot of orange juice.
It's just that he guzzles. Even at Lewis's house, Lewis's wife made him a coffee, and like he just downed hot coffee. Like
hot?
Yeah. Like he just downed it.
Wow.
Like it was gone in like a second. We were all just like, wait, what did you do with that coffee? Like if he had poured it down his pants comically to hide it because he didn't like the taste, that would have been like less crazy than how fast he drank the coffee. It was pretty nuts.
Wow.
So, can we manage to just talk about Bert the entire episode and ignore Iran completely? As the world descends into World War III, we're still discussing homosexual black schizophrenic.
I don't want to say one is more interesting than the other, but I will say Bert raises more questions in my head to ask than the Iran one.
Yeah. Less consequences.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that much. There's no the Strait of Hormuz is not or Hormuz or whatever is definitely not blocked right now because of Bert. I'll tell you that much.
Sure. I know as much about Hormuz than I do about Faith No More.
I care a lot. That's not even their bigger hit. But,
okay. All right.
A lot of people credit them for. They say that their album Angel Dust is the first nu metal album.
Oh, okay. I know what new metal is.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
getting an
yeah.
idea of what it might be.
A lot of people wouldn't classify them as new metal. It's that album in particular, but they say that that's like the beginning of. Here's the song that you will know. Hold on, not Faith Hill. I feel like I can play it like this, right? And we'll
Yeah,
probably
it's, I can hear it on.
but I mean like copyright.
Oh. I'm,
Hey.
I never heard this ever in my life.
Really?
It's never come up.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna do a little test and look to my friend. Felix, have you ever heard this song before?
Hold on. Let me get to the chorus. Want it all, but you can't have it.
No, this is like
Wow. All right. And they're black.
zero.
They did you the courtesy. The
Of being
fucking
black?
courtesy of being black, and you still wouldn't listen. Do you know how much work how much effort they put into being black and doing that music just so you would listen to it and you still didn't?
You're right, because I usually actually a lot of bands with a black guy.
Yeah.
I like.
What about, okay, hold on. We're going to do.
Isn't Rage? Isn't there a black guy on that?
I mean, like maybe in the background somewhere, but Zach De La Rocca is Hispanic. I don't know if that's enough for you. I guess not.
I don't know.
I imagine somebody
Slash is black.
is Black Guns N' Roses. How about this? Is this one? This is another classic black lead singer. I know this guy. I'm going to be offended for him. You got to know this one. Hold on.
I know the song. I've heard this. Unless this is one of those. This is a famous riff, and a lot of people.
No. It's the CM Punk entrance as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What's the band?
Living Color. Nice guys. Living Color
Living
rule.
Colour.
They were, I guess not them. Was it just Corey? No, Living Color one year was on Shiprocked, and then Corey I think was on another year, the lead singer. Cool guy. But yeah, black guys in rock bands. Then.
I'll give you one.
All right.
Although much older, a band named Thin Lizzy.
Okay. Familiar with Thin Lizzy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Lead singer, I think it's a lead singer. One of the main band guys or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's a lead singer. He's black. Also Guyanese.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Are you guys like? Is there a lot of Thin Lizzy pride in Guyana because of that?
No, I learned it much later in life because
Okay.
he's actually Irish. Like he's like
Okay,
Thin
but
Lizzy's
he's
an Irish
got
band.
like a little bit.
I had an Irish friend and he told me he was Guyanese. That's the only reason I knew.
Wow, that is a dedication. He loves. That's how much he loves how Irish that guy is.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
know
he's-
he fucking cares how Irish that guy is. If he cares enough to know he's also Guyanese.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't like Irish. Like, oh, there's some Canadian guy. He's like, yeah, I'm Irish. I like to drink. He was like
was
from
like, I knew the
Ireland, and
idea.
he had a thick accent.
Yeah. And he'd fight you if you called him British.
Yeah, he hated the British, but he was like a dad's. He wasn't like a degenerate, but he did take me for my first ever. I'm gonna drink in a pub at fucking 11 a.m. While we were watching Irish something. It was like it's
soccer.
No. It was like Irish field hockey or something like that, and they have a name for it, and it's just more violent.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, Iran, I guess.
Yeah, a different
Yeah.
nation.
Who do we? Didn't we pick teams? We picked teams for World War III. How am I doing on that? I got to go back and watch that episode and see.
Yeah.
Because they're doing a clever job. Now, when Israel's involved, things are going to be clever. First of all, I should probably have sent you some of these things.
Yeah, so whatever, you can send me whatever. I'm ready.
No, it's fine.
But I will say this before, I'll shut up for the rest of the podcast. No World War III on this one. You can't call this one because they got attacked. Every other nation went, even their allies are like, well, what are we going to do?
What, Iranian and allies?
Yeah.
Wow,
they're not doing anything.
We'll put a pin on that. And
Yeah,
whatever.
it could happen in future, but it seems...
Well, you got to go back and look at how World Wars start. I would argue more so that when we look back at World War III, we'll more than likely already like the date that they say it started will actually predate the date we're at already. Like they'll include the aggressions in Ukraine and all these things like that will be part of the overall war. But I'm not even trying to get whatever. What was interesting last Sunday, me and Kennedy went for a little like a stroll. We were going to go to Hot Black Coffee, and do you know this? Not I guess living is downtown, but whenever you see cop cars at University near Queen, that you're always like, oh, okay, there's a protest or something, because that's where all the consulates are.
Sure.
What? By the way, wild week for the U.S. consulate. So I'll get to what happened, but somebody shot. Do you know this? Somebody shot at the U.S. consulate this week.
Yeah, they hit it's a series, and they hit a few synagogues. They hit my friend's restaurant because she's like Jewy, and they hit a couple Jewish restaurants or whatever, and then the consulate.
So, but wait, what is there to lead us to believe that the synagogue shootings and the consulate shooting have anything to do with each other? They also shot in a producers club, and they shoot at Miss Ivy's.
Oh, different.
Same
yes.
CRV?
Same vehicle.
I got what you're saying.
Yeah.
But that's a coordinated, and they just drove the same vehicle a bunch of times around the same thing?
Hey, I'm not saying there's no conspiracy behind it, but it is the same vehicle, so it's enough for the cops to go. And around the same time, they're like, it's probably related. That's all they're saying.
Yeah, I guess, man. I don't know that. First of all, who shoots at a consulate? Like, what is there to gain from, like, go shoot at a prison? Like, it doesn't make any sense. You're not going to get anything. You're shooting at, like, it's like, what are you trying to get, stars? You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, you want to shoot the thing that'll get you in the most trouble with, like, causing the least damage? It's like a silly thing to shoot at.
Yeah, but I think people have stopped thinking ahead anymore. Like, I remember I look back, the biggest issue I had with Occupy Wall Street or whatever,
sure,
and this goes back, and then many protests after that, is if you went to a lot of the people and you go, okay, say this works, what do you want? Like, what bill do you want passed? What law do you want changed? What do you want? Some people who were very smart did have an idea. 90% were like, bad people.
Yeah, but
stop bad people.
But in any movement, you need 90% of them, behind or whatever. And ultimately, the death of and listen, I'll to just declare bias, I spent 3 days in the park, not in Zucchetti, but in whatever the one over here on King Street is. It was fun though. Watch a civilization grow from day one of Occupy to day 3. It was very fascinating, but frustrating. I was the Edge's Occupy Toronto correspondent, and so they would like call me for updates. Mm-hmm. So then I went to, I don't know who I was talking to, but because there's no power structures, but I talked to whoever wasn't a power structure to suggest that because I had a prior relationship with the media, and that like because a lot of people were saying what you were saying, which was like the media wasn't going to go talk to someone articulate. The media was going to go talk to a guy in a jester hat smoking a 3-foot bong going, money's not real. So like that guy's more fun to interview, right? Yeah. So I was like, can we maybe organize it so that like I can go talk to, like when there's someone to talk, we like put me forward to talk just because I already have a relationship with them anyways. And they were like, well, that'd be like creating a power structure or whatever. And it was like, there's a you're saying no, there's a power structure. Like, who are you then? Like, who am I even asking? But, and then I had me and my friend Topher, former comic, great guy.
Topher Grace?
Yes.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's no.
Yeah, Spider-Man's, he played Venom the first time someone was playing Venom, yeah.
I get him and Tobey Maguire mixed up. Were they both in the Pussy Posse?
Oh, like the Frat Pack 3.0 or whatever.
The Leo thing, the thing with Leo, right? One of those two were in the Pussy Posse.
Toby and
Toby
Leo
was, okay.
And somebody else are friends.
Wasn't Chris Angel or David Blaine one of the Pussy Posse?
Oh, God, I hope David Blaine, because Chris Angel has gone downhill.
Can somebody look up the Pussy Posse, please?
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Please look up the Pussy Posse.
I'll be
Posse,
so
Pussy,
mad.
Pussy, please, Pussy.
I'll be so mad if it's Chris Angel.
It's David Blaine or Chris Angel. There was a magician in the Pussy Posse. You need a magician in the Pussy Posse.
Yeah, but I'm cooler with David Blaine. I'm cooler with David Copperfield.
It was David Blaine.
Yes,
David Blaine in the
perfect.
Pussy Posse.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Tobey Maguire, Kevin Connolly, and David.
Kevin Connolly. Who's
Kevin
that
Connolly.
again?
Is that no, that's Jerry O'Connell I'm thinking of.
Oh, I know who Kevin Connolly. For some reason, I thought of Kevin Nealon for a second, and I'm like, that can't. Age-wise, that's
SNL's
off.
Kevin Nealon?
No, he played E in the show Entourage. He was the manager dude.
Okay. It was not an Entourage guy, but I think I get the idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably more of a friendship thing.
What's more of like having
Well,
friends?
like the Pussy Posse sounds like it was more about friendship because the Rat Pack and even the Frat Pack after they were like all famous.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
were kind of hitting like varying levels.
Yeah. Who's the Frat Pack if not the Rat Pack?
Oh, the Frat Pack. They were less of like drinkers and womanizers. It was like Will Ferrell, Vince Vaughn. All the guys who were in like those
old
movies for a
schools?
bit. Yeah, old school. All that stuff. It was all like.
They called those guys the Frat. Was
Yeah.
Will Ferrell crushing pussy?
No, that's what I'm saying. They
okay.
were an offshoot of like
I was gonna say.
we make movies about crushing pussy and drinking a lot.
Yeah, but we're like nice
Just-
fellas.
yeah.
Okay, got it. Although I could see Vince Vaughn being a bit
I think
of a
Vince
demon.
Vaughn was fucking. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Tall drink of water.
anywho, so the consulate that then like 3 days later got shot at.
Uh-huh.
What are they even implying then? Sorry, to get back to that for
Yeah.
a second. So they're implying that they shot at synagogues and then they shot at a consulate. So they're saying that this would be someone who's like pro Iran, but like
More anti-Israel and U.S. So let's shoot the U.S. consulate. That covers the U.S. side and Trump. And let's shoot Jewy things because that covers Israel.
are we supposed to believe this? I gotta look into
It's
this more,
not
but this
sure.
doesn't seem
I will
very. And now it's all in the. I hope you're right about the all in the same CRV thing because that's stinks. Like, what is it about? Not like you would think. Everybody in the room, I'm gonna pass this one around for a second. If you had to imagine, what do you think the chances that you could shoot a gun in the city of Toronto and not get caught for it in a percentage out of 100?
75. And he's the darkest person in most rooms.
Yeah, I mean, listen, and when I say city of Toronto, let's keep it to a reasonable, not outskirtsy, you know what I mean? Like not Scarborough shooting it out. You thinking you could shoot a gun in downtown Toronto and get away with it 75%?
Yeah.
That's nuts. I just didn't think that, but I mean, what do you think, Sanker?
Yeah, I don't know if I would. I might agree with the percent, maybe like 60. But yeah, I mean, if you just think about it,
4 times.
you shoot it off, get out. Nobody saw nothing.
There's a camera in front of everything. Like they got your car at least, right? So like I mean, listen, I'm not even talking about the cop cameras. I'm talking about every individual camera, every ring camera, every like, you know what I mean? Like every fucking place has a camera. So who's missing you? Like,
okay, I'm doing it on a bike with a full helmet. Now you're helping me figure this out.
When we were talking about the Miss Ivy shooting, we thought electric scooter would have been a great move. You pull up on an e-scooter, you still get away at a pretty fast clip. There's nothing distinguishable. Yeah. E-scooter seems like the best way to do a drive-by. Yeah. You don't have to dump it. There's nothing distinguishable about it. Yeah. So, anyways, all right. Well, a consulate is such a fucking... Oh, wait. Let me reframe the question. Mm-hmm. What do you guys think the chances of shooting at a consulate and getting away is? Like, it's like the embassy. They shot at an embassy.
Yeah, I mean, so in your head, you're suggesting clear false flag operation or something.
It's just somebody who shoots at an embassy or a consulate. You can't. There's footage. You know what I mean? Like that down university like that. There's fucking footage. So if they then went and shot the synagogue afterwards,
No,
they shot
all
the
the
synagogue
synagogues
before,
were days before. I would
but
say.
he should be caught by now. Like, I mean, there's just, you can't do that up and down unless you just happen to ditch that car. Great. But where's the car? They haven't found the fucking car. Like, that's crazy.
I think the suggestion it's a group of people. This is like, you know, at least in my head, I picture it as like at least 4 or 5 people who are like, we should do this. That's real
But
protest,
all driving the same fucking Honda CRV?
Well, it's a driver. He's the driver. That guy, one guy's a driver. He's got to drive every time.
Change the plates beforehand.
Change the plates.
You shoot it.
Shoot.
Change the plates after.
Change the plates after. Like the transporter. They could have one of those turny things where it turns the plates. Yeah.
You're shooting at a consulate at 3 a.m. in the morning. There's nobody there.
Shooting at a consulate. 3 a.m.
You're not breaking glass.
You're not breaking glass.
You're making a dent in the door.
Not making a dent in the door. Sorry, you're not on mic, so I'm repeating.
I was also wondering why you were, I was like, are you mocking him?
What are you going to get, like a vandalism charge?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, like, and listen, if that's the case, I'm going to start shooting at consulates. What are we talking about? I just don't think that they handle this chill. Like, so, okay. On Sunday, we walked over. We saw that there was what we thought was going to be a protest. We figured probably Iran. I was a little confused by the flag. Did they always have the dragony guy in the middle of that one?
I learned this today.
Okay.
There is a specific, like some sort of Persian historical flag that predates like Khomeini and stuff like that.
Now,
that's what they're,
3 days is left.
And
yes.
And,
yes.
you know, Rija, you're all Muslimy as well,
Yeah.
so you can, if you need to chime in at some point, let me know. I'll put you on for the last 10 minutes as like a Muslim update or whatever. But were you the one that shot at the consulate?
No.
Okay, just checking.
No, he says no.
Okay.
Just for official
no,
record.
he says no. Good that you should report
Yeah, I
that
just
one
want to
back.
throw that in the record.
Yeah. But to purge him in court. Yeah, so we walk up expecting now, and I want context to this because that flag may now have pointed me in the direction of why they were reacting this way. But it was not a protest. The Iranian people having a celebration in front of the U.S. consulate on Sunday. I thought it was like pretty interesting. It was not like I'm not saying it's reflective of the entire Iranian population.
Yeah.
But I will say it was a fairly sizable and only getting bigger by the minute group that had Israeli flags and American flags. There was a like "Thank you, Trump" chant at one point. There was genuinely quite a bit of they seem to be a big fan of the Shah.
Yeah. The sun or whatever.
No, not the sun. They were all pushing for the Shah, Irva, Pala, something different fella.
Oh, okay.
He's the Shah. I don't think they were saying he should be Ayatollah. I don't think that's how Ayatollah works. I think you need some degree of like.
Yeah, that's
like
a religious figure.
It's like a magic president. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's so. I think they were like, "Hey, this dude's cool for now. Like he's good enough for now. Good enough for now."
Yeah.
And then trying to not really deal with the Ayatollah thing yet, just sort of being like, "This fella we like," and then I think the Ayatollah thing they were just kind of not like they were just like, "Hey, we're glad he's dead." And then, and then, so thank you all these fellas. There was BB, like there was like pro BB stuff, and so like obviously again that's not reflective of the entire Iranian population, but I do think it's interesting that like you don't hear a whole lot about what was going on there, and then that evening they announced the Ayatollah, and it was just homie's son. That's so and like what a deflating way to end that party. Like it would have been very interesting to see what the tenor of the room would have been when the announcement came in as they were celebrating and they were like, "Damn, another Khomeini, huh?" So hey, listen, it was worth a shot, and he gave it his best go. But like, it seems like probably nothing will change. And now we're gonna have a war, like a global world war. Gas prices might get to $8 a gallon in the U.S.
Oh, I don't even know if it's related to that. Gas prices are bad here right now.
Absolutely, it's related to that.
Yeah.
By the way, that's why I can't believe you don't know the term Strait of Hormuz yet, because that's about to fuck your life up. That's straight. About 20% of the world's global oil comes through the Strait of Hormuz. So oil prices are going to skyrocket. They're already up just on speculation. We have no reserves because we've used all of them.
This is really good news.
So that's a disaster. And then, like, you got to think about these Middle Eastern countries. They don't just grow fucking tomatoes. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
They eat fucking bugs and shit if they're left to it. Like, right?
You ever eaten a bug? No.
No, but because he has amazing North American fucking technology now. That's why they came here. But no, we got to ship them stuff. Like, they don't grow fucking things. You know what I mean? So, like,
true.
Like, they grow puppies. There's only so much heroin you can eat. You know what I mean? Like,
Says you.
Oh, I'm so full of heroin. I can't. You're not supposed to eat it like this. Like, they don't grow vegetables, so like they also need things to go in. So they're all gonna die. Like, they're gonna die like crazy. So we're gonna have to. You think the fucking immigration issue is a problem now? We're gonna have to shut the airports down because, like, what the fuck they gonna do now? You know what I mean? Like, we're only creating another humanitarian crisis. The guy who's like, no more immigrants is like, but also we're gonna go ravage the place you live, and then who knows? Again, not to double Jew false flag in a single episode, but how many of these places are being targeted by Iran, and how many of these places are being targeted by Israel to draw some of the ally? Like, Israel is surrounded by potential enemies, right? So if you were surrounded by potential enemies, what would your first thought be? Would it be, let me take on all of these motherfuckers myself? Or would you go, let me go over to a couple of these guys and be like, yo, you know, fucking Iran, fuck your girl, right? You know what I mean? Like, hey, you know that I remember Iran owes you $20. So you start lobbing a couple fucking missiles into a few places and going, Iran just fucking, we saw it. If you could see on our little thing here, it says Iran shot that one. And so, you know, you should whatever. You know, it's like, it's a clever way of now drawing in Lebanon and a few of these other places. So, like, we got to worry about that. What's even true, because we're not allowed to, like, just get information from there. We're using commercial satellites because we can't like trust, like, America's lying about how many people are dying. They've had way more casualties than they're being honest about. So we're going to be in full lie mode now on this, like, issue. So, like, we're completely, like, and when you hit that at the same time as, like, Epstein files and everything coming out the same, whatever. And I'm not going to pretend like World War III is getting started just to cover up the Epstein files. Like, they've been fucking kids in the open for a long time. It's the same thing I said about 9/11 for truth. Like, oh, it was to start the war in Iraq. Like, all of the 9/11 for truth people who said we knocked the towers down ourselves to start the war in Iraq. Well, did we do anything to start this war? Like, did we need a 9/11, or did we just go, you know what, we finally just feel like doing this, and then we did it, right? So I think we could put to rest the idea that they needed to pretend that 9/11 happened so that they could get into that war. Now, did we have pre-existing knowledge that the terrorists were already in, and that we could have got them in fucking, what is the zippity doodah country, whatever that one's called over there? We got them in, like, I forget, some place in Asia, and then let them go. Kuala Lumpur. We had them in Kuala Lumpur, and then we had the people who eventually did 9/11, we had them tracked down in Kuala Lumpur before. Then they were allowed to come into America by John Brennan, who ended up later being the head of the CIA while he was stationed sheep in Saudi Arabia. Yes, John Brennan, who later then became a devout Muslim after he was the CIA director for Obama. He issued every single passport for every single one of the terrorists in 9/11. And again, we had them, whatever. So if that's false flag, then yes, it was a false flag. But did we lob the planes at ourselves? No. We just kind of let them. But anyways, point is, when we want to do things, we just do them like we're doing now. And like, it doesn't even really, like, I don't know who it benefits at all. And it's like, I know, that like, this is obviously Israel's call. General, McCurry or whatever, fancy pants that had the list of 8 countries that Israel wanted the U.S. to take over, regime change. And this is the last one. And then like, oh, this was a fun video here. Should I just play it off of my phone? Is that the best, or do I send it to you?
No, as long as you send it to me to edit later. That's
yeah, okay. It's just the way this guy said the thing. Do I need to pull up the video where the guy says this? Yeah, all right, hold on. Iran escalation trap is whatever. You talk for a second.
I will say the shooting of the synagogue thing, it's possible. It's a whatever, but I will say my friend's place was shot up. Now, I guess you could argue by whom, whatever. But I do fully believe in anti-Semitism. There's a lot of it out there.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. It very much could have just been people who hate Jews. And blame Israel. They might say, we don't hate Jews, we just hate Israel. Then why are you shooting random Jewish places? I'm just saying it's plausible.
That's the idea. I mean, it needs to be plausible. I mean, it can't, if they were shooting missiles and then going, it was regular just people. But like, yes, I understand. And I'm not saying somebody didn't shoot one of those places. What I'm saying doesn't make any sense is that it would be the same group doing all of them without
getting caught.
Like if there were unrelated, like that's why it just doesn't make sense. The shooting of the consulate, like you kept it pretty Jew heavy until the consulate. And then that seems like a pretty wild swing to take. Now, if it was like the 2 synagogues and the restaurant, I'll believe that's like a thing. It just seems like they probably maybe want to attach the consulate to that to give it a bit more zest.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
But I will say, I think the same people, even if it wasn't, this is all like a trick by Israel to make people think this or whatever. The same, if we just look at people, the same people who hate Israel, not all of them because there's right-winging people, but I'm going left-wing on this one.
Sure.
The same left-winging people who hate Israel also hate the U.S. Even if they're American, they hate the U.S.
Sure.
So that's all when we're getting into the whole idea of it's plausible.
Yeah.
There's a connection.
Also wonder where you find a left-wingy person like that with a gun in Canada.
I think that's a big lie. They exist.
Okay.
There's kooks from either side.
There's kooks. No, I'm not saying there isn't criminals, but I feel like a lot of our criminals are pretty apolitical criminals.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't say we have a lot of like, the what are the alligators or the crocodiles? No disrespect, homies. But like, what's the one we have? That's like the one bad group. It's either crocodiles or alligators. I can't remember. They're a subset of Crips, I believe.
Oh,
but there must be crocodiles because that would make more sense, right?
I don't know.
Crocodile Crips or something like that.
This one I don't even know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. This was an episode of Breaking Points, and they had an expert on to talk about Iran's escalation strategy, and I really appreciated this quote.
I've spent 20 years modeling the bombing of Iran, so this is something I know quite a bit about. I also said
I've spent 20 years modeling the bombing of Iran. It's like, what a fucking strange hobby. You just sit in his basement putting together little, I just got to get this mosque is almost done. And then whatever, Anyways.
Yeah. Like my uncle who was into trains.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah,
it's just his particular type of autism is Iranian bombing autism.
Sure, yeah. There's a type of autism for everything, and I learned that last week.
Yes, exactly. This war with Iran is his Burt weekend.
Sure, yeah.
He's having an Iranian bombing dance party because his models finally make sense now. So I mean, spoiler alert on how that conversation goes. Things are not going particularly well, and so what is nothing to lose is always a very popular thing that people like to say about themselves. I have nothing to lose. And I think we've put Iran in a bit of a nothing to lose situation with this. And that's kind of how they're acting. Whereas like America still has to worry about being the police of everywhere else.
Yeah. I think they're not going to get shit done, and nobody's supporting them. And it's not because I'm saying this, they deserve it. I'm not even taking that stance. I'm saying enough time has passed, because I looked it up. After Hitler attacked Poland,
Okay.
2 days, and Britain joined the war. If Iran has allies, they're taking a lot longer than most other wars.
Well,
they're watching this one from the side, and
But allies don't work like they used to back then. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't come with a big regal speech from Winston Churchill.
Yeah.
Where he's like, and the only thing to fear is whatever. You know,
Yeah.
it's like China and Russia are sending them weapons and intelligence. And when you look at the bombing at the hotels in Dubai, they hit certain floors because they knew that certain floors held American intelligence agents on them and whatever. And it wasn't Iran that had that intelligence. That's Russia and China that had that. So it's like, it's not like the allies
I get you.
like aren't there. They're just nobody's boots on the ground yet.
Right.
Right. So like,
I understand this. This is similar to dissing in hip hop now. It's
Sure.
all subs.
you got to sneak diss.
Sneak dissing.
Yeah. What did Kendrick say? I sneak diss. I take flights.
Yeah.
when
Whatever.
whatever.
Yeah. He bores me now.
And they might be taking flights pretty soon. I mean, their boots on the ground is kind of the next. If you read, I think probably the most important book of the modern era to read for anybody is Confessions of an Economic Hitman by, I think, John Perkins, I want to say his name was. And he describes, John Perkins essentially takes responsibility for Osama bin Laden and 9/11 because his job was, he worked for these NGOs. So what he described was there was basically 3 levels of how we try to like regime change or take over a country. There's the initial level, which was him, which is an economic hitman. So his job was he worked for like power companies. The NGO he worked for granted big funds that came from the WTO, the World Trade Organization, and they would give you big power grids. So these developing countries, he would come and go, this is the kind of power grid you need to become a developing nation. We'll get this loan from the World Trade Organization to take care of it for you. And the idea was never for the loans to be paid back. The idea was for the loans to be instead like military bases and UN votes and whatever you needed from that country. I'm assuming Guyana is probably one of those countries. For everything you've described, you sound like a pretty good U.S. puppet state for South America.
Correct.
Yeah. So, and you probably got nice cash and prizes out of it. Like whatever deal you made, it probably worked out. Why do we Canadians always complain about we give our crude oil to America to be refined for free or whatever? Not for free, but we give them this cheap oil, whatever. Because the deal is then they protect us at the northern border. It's a quiet little deal that we have here. We'll give you our fucking cruddy oil, whatever. You know, it's like, what are we gonna do? I would love to think that there's some guy in Alberta who just like has his own. He just buys crude, and he has his own like I refine it in my garage. I'm not sending this over to the fucking Yanks. I refine it in my goddamn garage. Anyways, it's only 110 a barrel for the crude. Anyways, so that's a quiet deal that we have, right? So that's economic hitmen. You know, it could be a fair trade deal. It could be a big loan for a developing country. The second level is jackal. That's the most fun level, really. They gave that one the sickest name. A jackal is like what we did to Noriega in the 80s, where his plane went down, or when Hugo Chavez got that really, really fast-acting cancer. Shit like that. That's jackal shit. That's when like the CIA or one of these alphabet agencies get to a guy and then knock him out. So you could argue we kind of already jackaled this one. So we've definitely already tried economic hitman in Iran. we kind of jackaled them because we got the Ayatollah and fucking, like, we got the whole half of a Christmas tree of their fucking most important people. So like that was pretty good. And then the next step, but we haven't won. So the jackal doesn't stop it yet. So now the next thing is boots in the ground. And like, we don't do boots in the ground unless those two first things have been like exhausted. When, more examples of jackals, when we got, when Hillary Clinton shoved a broomstick up Gaddafi's ass.
Yeah.
That was, jackal. That was that level, that second level. So we'll be boots on the ground in this one. How many boots? Will there be drafted boots? Will there be voluntary boots? We'll see. Israel's going to have to give up some boots. It sounds like Carney's going to send some of our boots there. He's already kind of waffling on like, he somehow managed to say that everything that Trump is doing is bad and he doesn't agree with any of it, but he can't promise he won't send anybody because, again, quiet deals. Carney came with a dick up his ass, and we all knew that. And maybe that dick up his ass was the right thing. I'm not even trying to contextualize what was the better situation. Just we knew there was a dick up there. There's drones on the West Coast. Maybe there's a warning about Iranian drones coming to the West Coast, that's fun. Doesn't West Coast Drones sound like a sick new like hip hop group?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Like I would if they were like, "Yo, have you heard that new song from West Coast Drones?"
Well, they would be like, "You don't listen to WCD?" And
yeah.
I'd be like, "What?"
WCD, man, West Coast Drones.
Yeah, are they like Faith No More?
Tyler the Creator's cousin's in it. He's not like gay like that though.
That's a questioning one, right? He's gay? That never came out?
No, well, he he kissed dudes. Depends if you think that makes you gay.
But did he admit to that? Or is that like, we all know he kisses dudes? Come on.
No. He says he kisses dudes or whatever.
Yeah, but the problem is he's kind of believed to be Kaufman-y, right?
Yeah. Whether or not, but if you say you kiss dudes, you're gay. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really matter at that point whether you do it or not. You're still.
Is this gay? I used to think it would be funny to, like, while my friend is talking to me, kiss him just to, like, fuck with his head.
Listen.
Never did it. Who said yeah? Was that Risha?
Risha, the most homophobic man on earth.
Because but he gets it because we're both. I'm not homophobic, but I was.
First of all, it's 100% not always gay to kiss dudes. It is always gay to lie and say you kiss dudes, to be like, whatever. Does that make sense? To say you kiss dudes is gay. To actually kiss dudes is almost always gay, but sometimes not gay.
To lie. But I mean, it's also technically gay to kiss dudes and enjoy it.
Well, it depends what you mean by enjoy. I mean, if you mean sexual arousal. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is gay. But if you enjoy it like...
in hilarity?
This really... okay, so previous Retard of the Week guest, Neil the Nutman, when he did Casting Couch with Bert this last week, I kept telling Bert to go up and kiss him. And he'd run away. And then I just would nudge Bert again and he'd go up and do it again.
That's so funny.
It was fucking ruled. And so that's... two guys kissing that brought me a lot of joy. You know what I mean? Like, now I'm watching guys kiss and I'm liking it. And I still don't think that's gay.
Yeah, but I mean, you kissing. Because that's watching two guys kiss. That can be... I'm saying if you find enjoyment out of you kissing a guy.
If I kiss Risha and he hates it, I give Alex DeWitt forehead kisses whenever I can because I know that his social, his fear of affection makes him crumble inside every time.
That's got to be getting easier and easier the more forehead he has.
Yeah. I tippy toes it now. No. So kissing a guy doesn't have to be gay, but saying you kiss guys is always gay.
Right. So I was gonna say Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry,
That's
also,
a non-Freudian slip. He is gay.
He's probably pretty
And
gay.
I like some of his stuff, actually. It's overly hated. Some of his stuff is fun to watch.
What's
If you
the
could-
best Medea movie if I was going to start?
No, this is after. I don't really enjoy the Medea movies. I bet if I watched the first one, I'd be like, there's kind of a couple funny parts because it's the first one.
Yeah.
But no, all the like stuff he's doing with Netflix now, it's not good art, but it's fun to watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Anything else on
Beauty
Iran?
in Black, fun to watch. Terrible show, but fun to watch.
Beauty in Black?
That's the big one. That's the one that's like really hitting out there. It's about like a makeup company or something like that, but the whole family, they're all like devious, evil people, and then like a stripper girl gets caught up in it. Oh, but clear example that Tyler Perry is gay is it's a show that involves a female stripper and a male stripper at a strip club that is both. Like they have male strippers and female strippers. By the end of, I think we're on like season 3 or something like that, stripper scenes throughout the show. Starting to be a lot more male stripper scenes.
And what? There is no such thing in the world
As a double?
as a double gender strip club because no guy,
House of Lancaster.
but they have
No.
separate rooms.
No, yeah, separate. Yeah.
Yeah, separate rooms. Okay.
This is one. Imagine this room, and that side is a stage, and there's women, and that side there's men.
A couple strip club. Oh,
Yeah,
that's a novel idea.
it's a good idea, I think.
Oh, cool. So you can just both equally be pissed off at each other. You're just back to back fuming. Yeah, that sounds like a fun night. She's, what the fuck is he looking at? Oh, is she just looking at swinging dicks over here? Fucking bitch. That sounds like a great time. And then you just end up each having to be gay for the night. That's how it ends up being gay. Because you're like, stop looking at the fucking guys. You stop looking at the girls. Fine. And you just gotta, I gotta
Switcheroo.
stare at some guy's dick now. And she's gotta stare at pussy just to fucking not hate each other.
I mean, girls would do it. From what I hear in the
Girls
U.S.,
naked
girls
are
go, yeah.
more appeal. Like even as you're a completely hetero girl, but like if you had to see a stranger naked, a female's still an easier thing to take in naked. Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Either way-
let's-
she's saying no either way.
To get
No
his,
naked people.
to get his opinion on this, let's get the most homophobic guy I know up here. Do we need a second to reset?
No, I can pop this on real
No,
quick.
no, we got a beanbag chair for him. One second.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We got the guest beanbag chair.
Yeah. Welcome, the Afghan killer,
He's
Rija.
first of all, he's not Afghan. He's
I thought he was.
Turkmenistan.
What?
Turkmenistan.
I thought he was. Oh yeah, give him a little more space.
No, you just gotta sit slow. You're good. Yeah. There you go. That was slow. He doesn't have a microphone now.
He's oh yeah. I'm gonna hand him mine and then I'll pop mine over. We're good. Because this is the long cord anyway.
Is he also on Goblin and Ogre?
I didn't plan that because I didn't know him, but if we have space, yeah.
No. Oh, okay. Sorry. Now I didn't mean to. There you go. We're good. What's up?
What's up?
So a girl asks you to go to a strip club that's both girls and guys. What do you say?
No.
But what do you? Okay, sorry. Can't be that simple. Good podcasting, Reach. What do you say to her? How do you break it to her? Like, what? How do you get out of it without seeming like? Do you just tell girls you're homophobic?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, I guess it's not the worst move in the world.
What the heck?
Well, you know, like that. People don't necessarily like that now. You know what I mean? Like, people are kind of against you hating gay people.
Okay.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, don't you think, like, if you're trying to find okay, so is that a dating qualification for you? Would a chick also have to find,
No.
not hate, I'm not saying you hate gay people. Would a girl also have to find them repulsive to be around? I'm not saying you hate them. I'm saying they make you wildly uncomfortable in a very physical
Yes.
way. Yeah. Yeah, I would say you are the definition
gets
of
weird.
a homophobe, Because it isn't that you hate them. It's that you are literally just afraid of them like they're spooky ghosts.
I hate what they do.
All right? But not in a... Okay. Do you believe they're going to whatever Muslim hell is?
Yes.
Alrighty. Well, I'm trying to help. Do you think we
What?
should... Do you think that... Okay, so fine. You think that they're going to Muslim hell, and that's a decision they get to make, whether they want to go to Muslim hell or not. What is Muslim
There is
hell
no
called?
such thing.
Well, yeah. So what happens if you're Muslim and bad?
San Francisco. Oh, wait, San Francisco. No, wait, wrong one.
San Francisco.
There you go. You got it. So what happens if you're bad and Muslim? Like
You
where do
go
you,
to hell.
Oh yeah. So you have a hell.
Yeah.
Oh, I said. What you said?
But,
There's
like,
no Muslim
it's
hell.
you. It's your type of hell too.
Yeah. But you guys have a hell though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But you have a cool name for it.
No.
It's just called hell.
Yeah.
Well, that's fucking. You could put a Santa
I don't
Goo
know
or some
that-
shit on it
I
at
don't
least.
know the actual translation because I was raised here instead of being there. So, like, chill out.
How fluent are you in, like,
Not very.
really?
Not very.
Your mom didn't talk to you at, like, in a home?
No.
Okay.
Barely.
Was she, like, trying to make it so that you guys, like, was she trying to English you up a little bit to not have to deal with all
Yeah.
that? Okay. She was already like, it's bad enough he's fucking CP and I made him super fucking Afghan on top of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been weird.
Yeah. But they got the homophobia across.
Are you loved, or are you like the Tyrion Lannister of of your family?
I'm loved.
You did have to think about it for a second, but
most times I feel like it's mostly spoiled love.
yeah,
If that
I don't know if you
that
could-
makes sense.
It makes sense, but I think that you might want to like see a therapist about it. You know what I mean? Because like, you need some help, Rish. I think you maybe don't need to necessarily look at
why.
it as spoiled. Listen, here's what's spoiled. When you're like, hey, I'm coming over, can you walk 35 minutes to meet me out of the way? No, whatever.
Yeah.
That's spoiled. But like, hey, I'm physically
I'm a
disabled
tiny
and you're
ass
my
dude.
mom. I know, I love you. Shut the fuck up. But like, hey, my mom has to like, make sure I don't fall down the stairs. Like, that's not spoiled. You know what I mean? That's just like not pushing you in traffic.
Yeah.
Like, there's a level of like that's reasonable. But is there anything that we could do? What could we don't have a lot of time because he's got to do Goblin after. But like, what could possibly make you? What could gay people do for Islam that would turn your opinion around on it? Like, if.
And they're trying right now.
Yeah. Gay people are all for you guys right now. This is
Yeah.
the most aligned, like, trans and gay people have ever been with Iran in the entire run of all this stuff. They did like Palestine for a while,
Yeah.
but now they're like also Iran. What if, like, what could a gay person do to win you over for Islam?
Next fucking question.
There's nothing they could do.
You can't. There's no
What
winning. with-
if a gay person shot Bibi Netanyahu?
I give him a handshake and tell him have a good day.
Well, that's a pretty good start. I would say.
Shake
You know
his
what I mean?
hand, his dirty
Fuck.
dick hand.
Would you let him kiss your hand after?
No.
Like if he did here one of these, and then he went,
Nah,
nah, you know what I
Why'd
mean?
you guys kiss me?
Well, you wanted to show
Fuck.
you what I meant.
Okay, anyways, no.
All right. What about what? Okay, how would you, if your dad and a gay guy got in a fight, who would you want to win? And just for context, his dad did this or whatever. So
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he helped a big bunch. Yeah, I know science and God did it or whatever, but like,
Well, I just picture the sperm. The sperm has a tail. The head got through the egg, but the tail was sticking out.
Yeah, it just
Yeah, wiggled out. Yeah.
So, your dad or a gay guy in a fight?
You're not sure?
I'd have to defend the gay guy at that point.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right. See?
yeah.
So there is a line. So I just want to make it clear. And whoever's shooting at the consulate.
It depends. It depends. It depends.
It depends on how gay the gay guy is. Is that what depends?
No, how bad my dad pissed me off.
Well, I mean, there's that one thing you should be pretty upset about, and then there's that second thing. So
The second thing we can the first thing is more so internal. So it's like there constantly.
yeah. You got to kind of deal with that one, and then the kind of dipping afterwards is not great.
The dipping after was me.
Was what?
Was mean. He
Was
said
me.
it wasn't nice.
No, it was me.
Yeah, I mean, you know, people create an environment in which, sometimes you're forced to exit, you know? Yeah. Anyways.
You know what? I've just realized a problem with the beanbag chair.
With the sound?
No, it sounds fine.
Okay.
It makes people, and he's just the first one I'm going off of, so chill. He's literally whispering into the mic. He's feeling so relaxed.
I just thought this was a good way to not make them look like a giant next to me.
No, it works that way.
I'm chilling right here for the next podcast I'm in.
That's what I mean, though. One, he can't get up without help.
Not a chance. We could leave Risha here for the rest of the night. He could never get up without assistance.
Legit.
A matter of fact, I'm going to close out this podcast in a second, and we're going to watch Risha struggle to get out of this beanbag chair for a while.
That's not hard.
You think?
What?
You want to throw out some? You think you could? What's a reasonable amount of time if we?
Well, here's what we're going to do. So, listen, there's a lot of negativity in this episode. I feel like has been fairly negative about what's going on with Iran. Positive about Bert.
What about me?
Wait, we'll talk.
Never
We're on the next thing.
never
You're fine. You have a 10-minute segment, Risha. All
Okay.
we could talk about was the
Okay.
gay shit.
Okay.
I'm trying to make you less homophobic. I think the one thing that comes out of periods of war like this is very often people create very good art. And I wanted to go out celebrating one of those pieces of art with one of my favorite videos of all time from one of my favorite cities in the entire world, Berlin. This is a video of when after the Berlin Wall came down at the Brandenburg Gate, one of Germany's favorite sons and heroes, David Hasselhoff, singing "Looking for Freedom" as they almost blew his head off with a firework. And while that song plays, we're going to watch Risha try to get out of this beanbag chair. Thanks, everyone, and good night.
Oh, that's cheating.
I was really fucking chill.
This man's son had everything that money could buy.
He's cheating.
But freedom I had none.
You're cheating.
How?
Looking for freedom.
How am I cheating?
You're using too many things around you. No grabbing his chair.
I've been looking for freedom. And the march goes on.
Yeah,
I've been looking for. That's fair. You can take that.
I'll take the mic. Yeah.
I've been
let
looking
me not
so
trip you.
long. I've been looking for freedom. Still the search goes on. We're hitting the second
it.
chorus. I'm just gonna do going
doing
down
pretty good, though.
down to
I'm not gonna
Georgia.
Yeah, you're doing pretty
Let
good.
the sound dance for the minute.
Can't you do more of a roll? Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. Exactly. Yeah.
All right, everybody.
You did do it.
Everyone's out here. We're just. I've been looking for freedom. I've been looking so long.
Damn it.
I've been looking for.